And I'd now like to welcome our first featured poet to the mic. Our first feature is Melanie Branton. Melanie's a multi-slam winning poet from Weston-super-Mare whose blend of humour and poignancy combined to take her to the Hammer and Tongue UK Slam final. When she's not playing with words, Melanie enjoys cryptic crosswords, making patchwork quilts and stalking handsome young men, so you have been warned. Let's make her feel like a superstar for travelling all the way up here, Melanie Branton.
Much like crime, poetry doesn't pay. We hoodlums who commit it do it just for kick, thumping out our rhythms like a thug punching a bus shelter, taking a swipe straight at your skull with our size 12 steel-toe-capped iambic feet. We'll spondy a penny all over your paperwork, do the hokey-trokey through your church, and yet we toss a shilling, do not give a toss, raise a pint, a 90-knot storm, 2 6-inch fingers to anyone who dares to tell us our measures must be metric. We uproot words as if they were municipal daffodils, sending them sailing through the sky, cakey, clayey, clotted clods still clinging to the severed living roots awakened in your head. We are guilty of speeding offences, dealing hallucinogenic drugs, driving a vehicle and its tenor without a licence, sin tax evasion, parking on double yellow lyrical lines. We defy notices, keep off the grass, ball games are strictly forbidden, do not feed the animals. We will feed your animals. We'll pummel our rhymey punny funnel right down your pullet's gullet, pump him till he's full to the gunnels, till his ecstatic liver explodes. We will make your children drunk, and we will make your drunks children again. Much like crime, poetry doesn't pay. We hoodlums who commit it do it just for kicks. This one's post-strict. I practiced saying the words in my room alone at night, loving the way they felt in my mouth. I was a child who'd just been given her first pair of shiny red patent leather shoes, and she wanted to wear them everywhere. In bed, in the bath, breaking them in. At work, I longed for my colleagues to ask me, "Are you doing anything this weekend?" So I could reply casually, "Not much. My boyfriend and I will probably go to my boyfriend's favourite pub, and then we'll have a couple of pints of my boyfriend's favourite beer, and then we'll maybe go back to my boyfriend's flat, and I'll probably stay the night, you know, with my boyfriend." I was like a brownie who's just won a badge after years of trying, her being normal badge, and she might have been the last one in her pack to get it, but she was damn well going to sew it on her uniform. I wanted to put it on my CV. Other achievements: taking a show to the Edinburgh Fringe, basic conversational Polish, and having a boyfriend. You know, people sometimes say, "I don't understand women who stay in abusive relationships. Are they fucking stupid? Don't they just have themselves to blame?" Yeah, well, I understand. I still hate the people who rescued me. Interfering health and safety meddlers. They confiscated my lifeboat because it had a hole in it, but instead of replacing it with one which was watertight, they just dumped me back in the cold, vast sea. They stripped me of my Olympic medal. They made time run backwards. They recorded over my mixtape of love songs. They didn't just end what I thought I had. They unbegan it. my least favourite television programme. It's called Escape to the Country. There's a programme, Escape to the Country. They show it on BBC Two, where property hunters sort houses and then toddle on down for a view. They're a bunch of entitled complainers as ever you're likely to meet. They claim that they need 15 bedrooms and each one must have an ensuite. You could park a big bus in the toilet and a passenger jet in the hall, but they wrinkle their noses in chagrin as they murmur, "It seems a bit small," and they're desperate to move to the country to have space for their goats and their llamas, but they'd die if they had to live anywhere near any cowsheds or silos or farmers. If Germany's home to the German and Finland is home to the Finn, I assume from its name that the country is a place where these people fit in. In Bristol, there's one thing that fills me with cheer. I'm glad that Escape to the Country, as I bloody well don't want them here. I love poetry slams, but sometimes I can take them a little bit too seriously and try a bit too hard, and this is what I found about that. It's called Slam Winning Poem. I've been trying to write a slam-winning poem, a poem that will make people cry. Are you working on a tear-jerking, searching, attention-seeking, plain-speaking, curiosity-piquing piece about how you were in pieces, up to your neck in elephant feces? Have you been using up whole bottles of ink writing about how you were on the brink and you nearly killed yourself? Yeah, well, I can go one better than that because I always can. I actually did kill myself twice. Because this is a slam-winning poem. Bigger, better, sadder than yours. In the sob-story misery memoir Nuclear Arms Race, I've got the biggest warhead, packed with more enriched plutonium than a Christmas episode of EastEnders guest scripted by Leonard Cohen and Laura Tate. Lack of issues is not going to be an issue. If I were you, I'd get out my tissues, because my poem is raising awareness of the plight of underprivileged black and Asian polar bears with Ebola shivering on their tiny fractured islands as the Arctic ice cap melts, eroded by the capitalist machinations of the homophobic patriarchy. My poem is going to state the bleeding obvious several times. Murder is really bad. When murder happens, people get killed, which means they die, and this makes their loved ones very sad. Because there's nothing that an audience can get behind like something which has been said a million times before, much better by somebody else, and which no one except a psychopath could possibly disagree with. Racism is bad, sexism is bad. Ooh, I haven't done a rap yet. But then there are some things postmenopausal women should never attempt, like Olympic standard gymnastics or using text-speak non-ironically. But I can put on that strange iambic voice, do that thing with my arm where it looks like I'm taking my cycling proficiency test. An emphasis on random words as I build to a schmaltzy crescendo. Give me a 10, give me a 10, give me a T, give me an E, give me an N, because this is a slam-winning poem. I teach English language, and this one is kind of when my day job kind of got in the way of it. It's called a parsing fancy. I once went out with a verb. He was the active type. In fact, I think he must have worked out at the gym because he was a strong verb. I wanted our present to be continuous, but he said, although our past had been perfect, he could only see himself forming his future with a modal verb. It's only ever been a finite thing. He said that although I would always be the first person in his life, a verb had to be conjugated lots of ways. It was in his nature. Because I couldn't agree with him being in the second or third person. He said, I'm moving. I begged him not to be so intransitive. So he said, I'm leaving you. I said, that's better. After that, I went out with an adjective. It was horrible. He kept trying to modify me. So then I tried dating a pronoun, but it didn't work out. He was possessive. He said that when I was with him, I could be me, but I just felt objectified. Since then, I've had failed relationships with a noun. He was common. An interjection. Ouch. An intensifying adverb. Really? Two prepositions, but they were on-off. And now I'm going out with a spatial adverb. At least I know where I am with it. I've never had much luck with men. Not had the love life I deserved. It doesn't help that I'm like a library copy of the latest novel by J.K. Rowling, writing as Robert Galbraith. Always reserved. I can't give out flirty signals. I'm very shy indeed. I'm like the end credits of a Sunday night BBC drama. Very hard to read. So maybe men think I'm not interested, and that's the reason why. That, like someone taking Dionne Warwick lyrics way too literally, they just walk on by. Get scared by my intelligence. They don't like it when I say things they don't understand, and it makes them feel like Bridgewater Station between the hours of 2:30 p.m. and midnight, Monday to Saturday, and all day Sunday. Unmanned. The kind of males that chat me up just don't appeal to me, mainly because most of them are like the recommended ambient centigrade temperature for the safe storage of foods. Under 8 or over 63. And when men my own age ask me out, the prospects still aren't bright because for some indefinable reason I can't quite put my finger on. They're like the dominant hand of Rafael Nadal, Paul McCartney and Osama bin Laden. Not right. My friends tried to set me up with a man. They thought we'd make the perfect pair, but it was like my school timetable. Once I'd finally made it into the sixth form and could drop all the subjects I was shit at, there was absolutely no chemistry there. And when I do meet a man who likes my fire, who makes my heart rate surge and my nipples tingle, he's like the finest cream in the chiller cabinet at Asda. Not single. I cannot find a boyfriend despite my best endeavour. I'm like the MMR vaccine and autism. No relationship. So while I have the attention of all you lovely people here, like a person that's just enrolled on a glass blowing course, I want to make something clear. Platonically, I'm sorted. I've got lots of lovely mates, but like someone shopping for their Christmas cake ingredients, I'm looking for dates. I'll shut up on this subject now, but let me leave you in no doubt. I am not like the books in the reference section of Swindon Central Library. You can take me out.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it once again for Melanie Branton. CLive